Welcome, friend, to a cinematic, relaxing Minecraft adventure. This video is meant for your relaxation and immersion. It is as much a let's play as it is an atmospheric audio-visual experience. Perhaps also a contemplative look into what makes this game special for us. This was a labor of love for me, so all kinds of feedback are thoroughly appreciated. With that said, let yourself be immersed and join me as we step onto the gathering path. It is a cold, late winter morning when I wake up in the log cabin of the homestead. Spring is gently threatening winter, who holds onto the world in one final effort, like a begrudging old man. The ice on the waters stretches further every morning. Every time I think the banks might end up meeting, they never quite do. I must finish construction of the floating market while the frozen waves still hold the wreck in place, and I may approach it on foot easily. Some of the materials, however, can only be found in a different dimension. A strange, hellish place I have only heard about. A place where crimson and turquoise forests of fungi abound. An ancient ruin in the nearby woods might be the path. On half-moon nights, I can feel its uncanny pull. To rebuild that portal, I need obsidian, which I can only obtain with a very durable pickaxe, made with diamonds. To find those, I head to a place I never quite finished exploring. The bustling ravine. Alright, friend, I am now reporting to you live from our cave exploring and resource gathering trip, looking for diamonds. I made my way down here to this first little encampment here. This is in an area of the cave which we have explored before, but I did find some resources that originally we left behind. So now I would like to look around and possibly find an entrance to a mine shaft that I think we spotted before from a distance but couldn't quite explore. And I'm hoping that we can come across some diamonds over there. Of course, diamonds aren't the only thing down here in the belly of the earth that are useful. So anything else that we find, we'll also collect. This somewhat flat area is easy to explore, so I would like to go as far as possible and look out from the edges of it. Okay, it seems like this ravine, beautifully covered in foliage, is extending for quite a distance. Of course it's a bit foolish, but I'm looking for long view distances here in the cave, and oh yes, this is what I was looking for. I was hoping to spot some wooden planks in the distance. Before we get there though, let me just get this iron as well. We always might misplace a couple of blocks while building, or alternatively change our minds about some designs. And then of course the original blocks need to be replaced. And with the scale of that grand floating market of the ship that we're building, if those things happen, then we tend to use our tools quite extensively. Lots of wear and tear on them. So it's always a good idea to have a lot of iron on hand. The diamonds for which we are looking, of course, are only one step of many on this part of the adventure. We need the diamonds to gather some obsidian to finish that ruined portal that's on the other side of the river, a couple of chunks north from the homestead. If and when we can do that, we can go to the nether, gather some beautiful colored, vivid looking resources that are going to be very helpful for building that market. Then we can come back and of course continue building it. But at the same time I will need a lot of wood, possibly terracotta and stone as well. So that is still waiting for us. Now I see a lot of spider webs over there. Fortunately we are armored to some extent, and we have our trusty sword over here. So if any spiders would like to test us, we can defend ourselves. I am not looking for conflict, but this is the reality of the caves, right? It's a harsh world down here with which we have to contend. I do want to check out that area though. It's absolutely beautiful for one. All of these corridors and holes that are fully covered with foliage, these vines of glowberries that have probably been growing here completely undisturbed for centuries. On that note, let me pick a couple if we ever end up needing it. If the spiders do get to us, then it's gonna be useful to have a bite. What is in here? Not much apparently. That's alright. So, exploring this mine shaft and the connected cave and finding some diamonds is our utmost priority right now. Maybe I can use those vines to climb up here. Oh, I could, but I can't use those vines. That's better. Great. So, let's be very careful. I see that webbed area, but there could be other ones too. And of course, let's always be on the lookout for diamonds. If we don't find anything here, then we might have... There's some more spider webs over there. And a spawner. Okay. Then we might have to just dive much, much deeper. Not through the mine shaft, but through whatever... Oh, there's the spider too. But through whatever other branches and paths within the cave are available to us. A lot of string is also going to come in handy, so we're going to collect those as well. I see a minecart with a chest, and another one, actually two so close to each other. I'm not sure why these... Okay, I wasn't sure why they weren't spawning anything, but I now see that they do. let's make our way down there and neutralize the threat. I am sorry, friend. I don't mean to hurt anyone, but I will defend myself. Okay, that threat was neutralized as well. Unless you would like to keep swimming, then let's finish this. You know what, I'm not going to attack him while he's disabled like that, within the water. Okay, that's a different story. If they're really coming to us, then let's not make this any more difficult than it needs to be. Some more iron for us. I did bring another pickaxe, just in case. I am mostly prepared, I would say. Can't always be fully prepared though. Sometimes all sorts of things happen that we don't expect. Ad hoc, right? Let's have a look at those minecarts. And still keep an eye out for any more threats. Maybe there's another spawner in here. Oh goodness, yes. Okay. Wow. I know we had an episode, quite a few episodes ago, where we went for an adventure and we took the sword and it was an epic quest and everything, but this is also quite adventurous, right? A relaxing ASMR Minecraft adventure. Finding loot, defeating monsters, and of course having a relaxed, good time on the way. Okay, I'm very happy about the rope. That is from Farmer's Delight, but I've come to love it as a way of making fences. Let's take all the rail as well. We don't really have any plans of tomato seeds. That's great. We don't really have any plans of making a railway, but if we ever do, that is going to be quite iron reliant too, so it's good to have the rails on hand. Okay, no more threats around apparently. Lots of rope, some gold, won't complain about that. A golden apple even, some bread, and a lot more rails and beetroot seeds. Okay, let's explore this lower area where it seems that the mine shaft itself was constructed for. Or, yeah, that seems like the objective of why the mine shaft was here in the first place. And of course also the result, because most likely those who mined things here did expand these holes by mining some of the resources in the walls, although it looks like quite a lot was left behind. I can't really blame them, there's so many spiders. I would probably have given them a difficult time. Let's see what else is waiting for us. I think we're good with iron for a while, so let's focus on the main objective and keep looking for diamonds. I think we're deep enough, so any one of these corridors could really just contain a vein of diamonds for us. Oh, look at this beautiful hall. I see some more lapis lazuli. No more spider nests just yet. So much. We really have to do something with this start enchanting a couple of pieces of equipment. Do you see what I see, friend? I think we have finally... Oh no, goodness. That was just a leaf. That confused me. I apologize. I also got my hopes up for nothing for a moment. But this cave just goes everywhere. It's huge. I'm not sure if this is the result of a mod. Some kind of world generation mod that I have installed. I have a couple, but... I mean, the cave itself looks pretty vanilla, right? Let's see what else we're dealing with here. I see some more lapis lazuli over there. All these spores in the air. I hope they're not toxic. To frogs, anyway. There's some coal. Again, lots and lots of foliage, copious amounts thereof. Oh, look at this, friend. You know, it's quite amazing what people can build in Minecraft, but sometimes the world itself generates in such an artistic way. And those discoveries, because they are so unintentional, are also extremely special, I believe. Let's follow this main path down. See if we can spot some diamonds, perhaps covered by moss, but just more lapis lazuli, redstone, and even more lapis lazuli. I won't complain. Maybe we can trade this with the villagers for something. I've been entertaining this idea for a while that of course we have the vanilla villagers. Is it an emerald or is it diamond? I don't know. I hope that's a diamond. So we have got the vanilla villagers, but you know, why don't we train one of them? Which of course is fully possible with a bit of modification, but why don't we train one of them to maybe sell some precious stones for us if necessary? So what is this? Yes, friend, we are very lucky. We've got one. There is one at the homestead, so we do need to look for another one. Looks like we just had a single one in this vein, but I do like to make a bigger hole around where we found it, because sometimes they're hiding. Sometimes they can be quite the cheeky little hiders. That sounded like something Bob Ross would say. Okay, what have we got here? A place that goes much deeper. Oh no. Okay. Perhaps this is our stroke of luck continuing. Maybe there's something at the bottom of this. Oops. Okay. Got stuck there for a little bit. At least the water is going to make it easy to come up wherever we end up. Some iron, some redstone. What else are we looking at here? So incredibly dark. Got our trusty light sources here, even a lantern which gives off a bit more light, so let me use that. We're not in trouble, friend, not in any danger. It is exciting, but it's not dangerous. Not not even the lava. We can take care of ourselves. Let's make our way down as deep as possible. Hopefully we can find something that way. Redstone. Nothing to speak of here. And there we go. Excellent. Very nice. I did not plan this, but I'm so happy that we actually, within a reasonable time, we found everything that we need. Again, it is scarce. It's just one. But as I said, we just need one pickaxe to be able to mine some obsidian and reconstruct the portal to hell. Okay. Let's look around here a little bit more, but if there's nothing else, then we can make our way out very soon. Yes, it looks like it's so much narrower and tighter, these caves, than the big holes that we saw before. I see some redstone down there. It's so difficult to get down. Maybe there's something waiting for us at the end here. Something good, hopefully. I see some gold. I see a big drop that I'm not willing to take on just like that. Let's use these moss blocks. Also marking our way down. Some iron, some more redstone. Let's collect this gold. And just look around ever so slightly more for a bit of that sweet, sweet diamond ore. Hidden for us, waiting for us. Centuries upon centuries it has been compressed, so that one day we can do something magical with it. Can't really see it here either, so that's fine. I'm not sure where we've got that one piece from. I think it must have been a piece of loot that we found somewhere, and we took it back to the homestead. But oh my goodness, I just had to say it. One more. Now we've definitely got enough for a pickaxe. And look at that, friends. It was worth sticking around for a while. And this is also why I expand the hole that I make when mining diamonds. Alright, now there's nothing else here to speak of, so I am going to make my way up through all these holes and corridors, going back down first, then climbing this moss staircase that we made. So I'm going to make my way up. We're going to make or find some obsidian and finish that portal. Let's go. Leaving the caves proved to be easier said than done, and soon enough I found myself wandering around unknown crevices. I remain calm though. This is neither the first time, nor does it have to be a bad thing. Surely enough, my lack of sense of direction yields unexpected results. I can feel on the smell of the air that we've come higher in terms of altitude, but I can't quite find my way. I've been looking around this area for a while, but it looks like I finally found a corridor that leads us somewhere. Okay, while this is nowhere we have been before, it is also quite interesting. That must be part of the mine shaft. And there's some diamonds over there. Well, it seems like getting lost has yielded unexpected but extremely positive results. Is it possible that we have found the home of the legendary dwarves, the blacksmith underneath the mountains? There doesn't seem to be anyone home, but I'm not going to rob the entire place. The diamond, though, I am taking. If we ever come across the dwarves, we can ask them. But let's see what this abandoned structure has in store for us. Nothing. Okay, this changes everything, friends. That's a lot of iron. Protection 1 enchanted book. Okay, there's definitely not enough space for everything. I haven't got coal with which to light these furnaces, because then we could melt, for instance, the iron ingots, or the iron ore, raw iron to ingots. The diamonds are very much welcome, though. I will take the enchanted book. Iron pickaxe, excellent. Let's see, we can leave some of these building materials. Let's take the amethyst buds as well. It might make a nice little collectible item on some hidden room on the floating trade market, on the floating market that we're building. Even more amethyst, several books, lots of raw iron, and an efficiency 2 and protection 2 enchanted book, as well as a knockback 1 sword. Perhaps it was forged to fend off the spiders. Let's see. Removing the beetroot seeds, and let's eat some of this bread. Then we've got a golden pickaxe with efficiency 2, more books, 3 more diamonds. I think the paper is also going to come in handy. Okay, we definitely have to make some decisions here. Golden pickaxe with the efficiency 2, I'm not sure. Can we get that off with the grindstone and recover the XP, possibly? There was a grindstone, yes. Yes, indeed. Very nice. So we will take the amethyst buds instead. We will combine the unbreaking iron pickaxe, or we will keep using that, so we're not going to disenchant it. The candles could come in handy for decoration purposes later on as well. So let's make another decision here. I suppose wool we can make, or we can get it elsewhere, but deep slate too. String might be useful for other things. Yeah, let's get those candles. That's probably a different colored one. So is that one. Yeah, that's just a normal uncolored candle. Okay, what else can we maybe drop off? I wonder how much we need the rails. As I said, we're not really planning on building any railways anytime soon, but the candles could be very useful for decoration. Great. Friend, if you see the dwarves, let them know. I can pay for everything if they're still coming back and using this area. Otherwise, let's find a way out. I am going to try this path, as narrow and tight as it looks. Maybe it will lead us out. And lead me out it does. It is not long before I see moonlight and resurface from a small ravine southeast from our entry point, close to the ice-trapped village we visited earlier. It takes only a short time to gather the necessary obsidian, and now it is time to complete the ancient portal. With the obsidian in hand, there's nothing stopping us now from saying goodbye to this biting cold a little bit and entering a world where it might not be cold, but quite possibly there's other dangers awaiting us. So I hope you are ready, friend, because we're going into the nether. And here we would be. Nothing overly scary so far. I suppose that's quartz. There's some gold over there. I see a couple of zombie pigmen down there. I always feel so insecure around them. But don't worry, friend, we are safe. What we are looking for is that right there. Crimson forests. And hopefully, at some point also warped forests. Let's not touch the gold. I think they don't like it, and that is not what we're here for. They can have all the gold. They're putting up with this harsh, unforgiving landscape, so that's the least we can leave them. Not going to go for the... well, I might go for the quartz, in fact. It's a very nice, beautiful and uniform white building material, which might come very much in handy when constructing the floating market and a couple of its diversely colored compartments, rooms, buildings on top of the ship or extending from the side of the ship or anything like that. We've got plenty of space. There's even some obsidian left in case we encounter the horrible scenario of having our portal damaged, but hopefully it won't come to that. It's not too dark, which I quite like. Quite honestly, with this resource pack, I'm not even getting the usual suspense that grips my heart when we're in the nether. Netherrack looks very friendly. I made quite a lot of bread before we came here, so we're well stocked with food as well. We're definitely grabbing some of those fungi too. Let me see, can I cut down these with the shears? Well, what's the best tool for this? I think shears would be the fastest. No, everything is the same. And I can't even cut it down. My bad. What we're actually looking for though is the stem. So let's cut this and hope that it doesn't fall towards us. Okay, it doesn't. Oh yeah, we get all the leaves as well. And I would think that's shroom light. Yes, indeed. And a lot of crimson stem. Excellent. We're going to keep the food here in case we end up needing it for something. But I'm actually very happy that we got this nether wart blocks, because that looks like we could build with that too. We got some weeping vines and some crimson roots. A lot of beautiful building and decoration material. Some crimson fungus and some warped fungus. Let's get it all. Everything that the piglins let us take. We don't want to mess with their laws and rules. We got some sticks from that big crimson fungus as well. Let's go to the next one. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, as always. The geometry of the nether is a bit complicated, but we've got plenty of netherrack to bridge these gaps. And make sure we get across safely. Perfect. 43 pieces and a lot of shroom light as well. I believe it's the dynamic trees mod that makes it so simple to obtain all of this with just cutting one piece of the stem down. But it is also quite realistic, isn't it? Oh goodness, what have we done? I didn't mean to do anything that might have troubled you, friend. I am very sorry. I'm not sure I understand. They don't seem to mind me. Maybe that was a different kind of a piglin. I apologize. We will be careful around there. It's difficult, you know. It happens in real life too. I never tried to offend anyone, but sometimes, quite unwittingly and unintentionally, you still manage to. Thankfully, you don't really encounter a lot of zombie pigmen in real life, but we'll make sure that we take care over here as well. In fact, I believe the problem is that we're not wearing any gold. Is that correct? I might be wrong about that, friends. Let me know if you're an expert. But yeah, I can see that that friend is not zombified yet. So I get the difference. Still, that's no reason to attack us. If they want to be zombified, there's not much I can do about that. Let's make sure we avoid those friends for now and just look for more trees or fungi to cut down. It looks like it's not going to be that difficult. This area is not so densely populated with them. There we go. 58 pieces. Let's get a couple more. And also be on the lookout for any warped forests, because that's another very important material that we're going to work with. It is in fact the contrast between this vivid crimson and the turquoise that is going to make that floating market stand out and look like it's indeed something pieced together by many different cultures. A patchwork, so to speak. Now that is plenty. Indeed, we can turn it into planks. Excellent. I don't have a lot of experience building with these nether-born materials. Interesting. I've been playing Minecraft for a while, you would think. I tried it at least, but not really. There's another friend who probably minds us being here. Let's avoid them. We've got some more stuff here. I wonder what this is. Devil's fingers fungus. Definitely from one of the mods. Interesting. And this would be light jack-o'-lantern fungus. So nice. So many building materials, decoration materials. I like it. I like it. Oh, we've got Devil's Fingers single and Devil's Fingers multiple fungi. Let's stick with the objective though. We need warped forests. And of course, quartz. Of course. It's also a great way to gather some XP, I really have to say. It's we're making a lot of level ups here. A lot of progress. At this rate, very soon we'll be able to use all that lapis lazuli that we collected earlier this episode for some nice enchantments. What is happening over here? Okay, nothing warped to speak about. Oh, I do like this optical illusion that you get from these shapes from a bit far away. It is indeed like they're swirling around. Level 24, very nice. Now let's see how we can progress. What if we climb down over here to this plateau? Although it could be really called anything. Nether is such a weird place. I see a big old hoglin over there, but no warped forests. It seems like we might have to go on a bit of a longer exploration trip here in this strange world than we originally thought we'd have to. On we go then. After a long way, I think we are finally honing in, closing in on a warped forest. If my calculations are correct, it's going to be on the other side of this lava stream. Let me just get this quartz as well while we're at it. Oh goodness, excellent. We're right there, we just have to get down. Let's hope no dangers lurk ahead of us. Friend, by the way, I have to say you're quite brave. Other people relax to videos of a haircut, roleplay, or perhaps a makeup session. But what you do here is watch me battle monsters, conquer hell itself, and you're still relaxing. Kudos, my respects. Now, finally that we're here, let's be careful that we, again, don't encounter anything we don't want to. Only gather the most important things and then leave. As I said, the Nether is unknowing and uncaring of our positive intentions, or rather innocent intentions, I really should say. So we must be careful not to invoke its wrath. I can't see any not so friendly friends on the perimeter. We're good to go. Oh, we can't collect that just yet. Let's see, let me indeed turn the quartz into blocks so that we're a bit easier on the pockets. But it looks like we already gathered so much. One of these must have been huge. We've got a lot of warped block pieces as well. We can cut down one more. We can probably fit that into our backpack. We haven't been playing with a backpack mod, have we? That could actually be pretty cozy. We'll see. Maybe that's something we can add later. Let me just mine this quartz as well. And then, I believe soon enough, it is time for us to go home. We have made great progress here. Already we have found a lot of diamonds. Managed to get enough obsidian to finish that ruined portal. And coming through it, we gathered all the building materials of wonderful colors that we need. There we are. 31. Well, let's maximize our profits here. Let's make sure we don't have to come back here unless absolutely necessary again. But let's also make sure we don't overindulge and destroy more than we need to. Okay, I believe that is plenty. These mushrooms are great as well, but I really don't think I've got enough space for everything, so... Oh, that's a magma cube. Friends, it is time to leave this big, hot, cubic friend be and find a way home, except it wasn't here. It was on a lower level, I believe. Oh, no, I see where it was. We came through here. Goodbye, strange world with strange creatures. We're on the way home. Emerging tired but victorious, and with the new exotic material secured, I focus on my final task. True variety in color can best be achieved by using terracotta. A nearby shallow cave supplies me with just enough clay to fill my furnaces a few times. As the bricks are being fired, I reflect on the journey behind us. Not only am I filled with a sense of accomplishment, I also feel fortunate to have been able to share it with you, friend. I thank you for your attention and hope you will join me next time as we build our sail ship turned trading forum. I look forward to reading your thoughts and appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.